right, 17 minutes after 11 o'clock. Wow, it's getting close to lunchtime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting close to lunchtime. And we work, for those who don't know, we broadcast from the mall, from the Paddock Mall, and we're just outside the food court. What do we have in there? We got a pizza place? We got a lady who sells
not yet.
cupcakes?
Not yet pizza place. We
Okay.
have.
We don't have one, okay.
We have a Chick-fil-A, and we have a Charlie's sandwich place, and
Sandwiches,
we have
yes.
an Asian restaurant. We have three things.
Oh,
in
Asian.
there.
That's
Yeah.
maybe Asian. Well, we're going to speak to a nutritionist right now. He might not want us to go in there at all. Jim Morelli is on the phone. He's a TV personality, a national health, nutrition, and lifestyle expert, and he's an author. And March is National Nutrition Month. So on the very last day of that month, we're talking about nutrition. Although we talk about nutrition all the time.
Yep.
The American Dietetic Association campaign for healthy nutrition. Good morning, Jim Morelli. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, we're thinking about lunch, and we're tempted so much because we've got some good food right around the corner from us. I mean, literally around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that. And I would say, no, you don't have to totally avoid the food court. You just have to make some wise choices. And, a balanced diet is the key to everything. And I am a moderation in everything believer. So you can go to that Asian place. I get some of that bourbon chicken or whatever they have and some vegetables. That's a fine lunch.
What is that thing they warn you about? It's three initials. What is it?
Oh, MSG.
MSG. Yeah. Isn't that what? Remember there used to be a shake-on thing called, oh, God, what was it called?
Oh, yeah. It's
Do you remember that shake-on stuff you used to put on? It was MSG. It was pure Accent. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That's bad for you, isn't it?
Well, more and more people are not using MSG, so most places are no longer using MSG because it actually did cause some side effects. It would cause you to feel flushed sometimes, heart rate would pick up a little bit. So you'll find most places are not using that now.
No, and it's probably a good thing to stay away
Sounds
from.
like a love life. Getting flushed, your heart rate picks up.
That's true. Oh, yeah. So what kind of advice can you give us, though? I mean, let's say I wanted to really, really turn over a new leaf right now and start with my lunch. What would you suggest?
First thing I would suggest is for your lunch today, make sure that you are having some plant-based material. So let's say you go over to that Asian place and they have steamed vegetables. Have the steamed vegetables, maybe not have the rice. Make a small change at every meal that includes something from plants because we want to more and more kind of push meat off to the side. Meat is not bad, but again, I think we eat just too much of it in this country and we need to fortify our plates with more fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, what about bread? Are you okay with bread or should we get rid of that?
I'm okay with bread, but I think it's wise to cut back on bread simply because it's a lot of carbs and it's a lot of calories that we don't think about. Now, for example, when you have a sandwich, today if I have a sandwich for lunch, I will use one piece of bread and I'll fold it over rather than two pieces of bread. To deny yourself food in whole categories of food, I think it's foolish and I think it's bound to fail unless, of course, you have some allergies to it that you simply can't have it. But most of us don't. And so I think the key is to moderate your intake of that food group.
Do you have a favorite? Let's see. So rice is no good, huh? What about baked potatoes? Is that okay?
Well, actually, it's not that rice is no good. It's just that in terms of calorie count, you might want to. Yeah, you might. So actually, I know because I've gone to those Chinese places in the mall. They will offer steamed vegetables instead of rice. You can get both if you want, but I usually take the steamed vegetables instead of the rice, and I save some quite a few calories actually. But speaking of rice is not bad, and in fact, there's a new line of products on the market that takes advantage of the fact that rice contains protein. It's called Growing Naturals, and they have pure protein powders that they make out of rice. They also make them out of peas. They're going to make them out of hemp. And this is a non-animal way to get protein, and it's a lot of protein. It's like 15 to 25 grams a serving, which is a lot. And you can mix it into like spaghetti sauce and things like. Let's say you want a spaghetti, but you don't want to have the meatballs because you want to have a meatless day during the week. Well, this is a way to still have protein in the spaghetti versus not having the meatball. So this is a growing trend. People are more and more looking for this plant protein stuff, and it's comparable to the whey kind of powder that you find in like.
Do you know when you go into the Chinese restaurant, all the workers there look like they're in perfect shape.
Yeah,
I know.
they do.
I mean, they're
great.
They're in good shape. Buddha on the counter, the little Buddha, he's the only one who's got a weight problem.
Well, the thing about Asian cooking, and I love Asian cooking, is that it does primarily focus on vegetables, and the meats play a supporting role, a flavoring role, and a supporting role versus the vegetables. And, the starch is there too. You'll have, but a lot of times it's rice noodles, not wheat noodles. So, I think that's better. So I think there's a good reason why. And you know what? I think that some groups of people, nationalities, have learned to push their plates away when they're full.
I think that's part of it too. Yeah, because I've seen them on their lunch breaks. They get a bowl. That's it. They don't go back for seconds. They get a bowl.
That's right. That's right. We have to learn to follow our body's signals that we're full and not be compelled to clean our plates.
Yeah.
People feel like they have to eat everything that's there. First of all, if you go to a buffet, don't take so much. Don't go hungry to a buffet. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there are certain foods though that I feel I get more energetic when I eat, and other foods I just feel kind of bloated and I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I have eggs, not every morning, but I have eggs many mornings, and I do it because eggs make me feel powered up until after lunchtime. So I get a long duration of a good effect from the eggs because it's protein, and I don't feel downs and dips, and I don't feel bloated from them. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Different foods make us feel different ways.
What is the name of your book?
I have a book out called, it's actually out of print at this point, but it's called Poison, How to Handle the Hazardous Substances in Your Home, and it draws on my experience as a poison control specialist, which I did for many years. But I do a number of other... Now I have a novel that hasn't come out yet, and I also do a number of television spots on nutrition and health and lifestyle and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So for the listeners, I just want to make sure we get the information out because we still got a good 5 minutes left, but I wanted to make sure the websites or anything. Do you have a website?
My personal website is under construction, and that's because my novel is coming out. So I don't have that to offer right now. I'm on Twitter, at Morelli Jim, and the websites that you can learn some good nutrition tips, one of them is called Acai Berry. It's ACAI berry.org. And then another one is called growingnaturals.com. Those contain nutritional information, some issues with,
I've heard about the acai berry. Ooh, look at this girl in a bikini on the acai.
That's why it's nice.
This is a good site.
That's why he likes it.
This is a good site.
We hear about people that have thyroid problems. Does that stem from bad nutrition, or is that something that's hereditary?
Yeah, no, it's not necessarily bad nutrition at all. I actually, I don't want to go too into my medical history, but at one point I had an illness which caused me to have low thyroid. And it was completely It was completely incidental to what I was going through. And in that case, I gained weight. And it's hard to lose weight when you have a thyroid issue. But it's not related to diet. It's something that, it's going to happen or it's not going to happen.
I'm looking at the acai berry. I was distracted a little bit by the red bikini, but it says it's enhanced thermogenesis. What does that actually mean? You'll burn off calories quicker?
Well, that's what it says. That's what it says. Now,
you don't believe that?
Well, I have problems with claims of anything that's telling me that I'm going to lose weight.
Okay.
I'm very, very skeptical, and everybody, I think, should be skeptical because, the proven ways to lose weight are to eat less and to burn more calories.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's the proven way. Wow. I know of no supplement that will help you lose weight. None.
Another claim on this same page though says detoxification. Is that a truth?
I would say that is open to skepticism as well. I think what you can get from the acai berry and from pomegranates and blueberries, etc., what you can get is a lot of nutrition packed into a small container. So we're talking about a lot of vitamins, a lot of vitamin C, 100% of vitamin C, B vitamins. And so nutritionally, it's a powerhouse, no doubt about it. But as far as making claims about, that it can make you lose weight and, other things like that, I do not buy those claims. I don't buy them. I haven't seen scientific proof of them. And anything that says you can lose weight on me, I don't buy it.
Jim, we're in Florida. I don't know if you know where we are, but we have here. Here there's an abundance.
Bikini girls.
We have that too. But I have right outside my door. Right outside my door. This is no exaggeration. There's an orange tree loaded with oranges right now that I could pick at any moment. Mm-hmm. What is the truth with the sugar that occurs naturally in fruit like an orange?
It's better than the fruit it's better than the sugar that you would get externally if you were to add sugar. There's no doubt about that. But also, you got to consider when you eat an orange, let's take orange versus orange juice. When you eat an orange, you are getting obviously the whole fruit. You're getting plenty of water in there. You're getting plenty of vitamins in there. But there are interactions within the orange, chemicals within the orange, that we don't know exactly what they do in the human body, but we suspect they do good things working together. Sometimes when you break a fruit down into a juice, you don't get all that. So it's always better to have the whole fruit versus the juice version of it.
Yeah, that's what the squirrels love it.
Yeah.
You'll see.
I bet.
Yeah, you'll see. Something was eating them anyway. The squirrels, the armadillo, something was eating them. So the website eatright.org, is that the best website to go to for you?
Eatright.org would be a dietetic website. Yes, that's a good one.
Okay. There you go.
And do you work with the American Dietetic Association?
I do not work with the American Dietetic Association. I actually have a pharmacy background.
Oh my gosh!
But I do a lot of nutrition stories. I do a lot of lifestyle health stories, and we are very much proponents in our house of healthful eating. I have an organic garden, the whole bit.
Do you still eat meat?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same question. Yeah. Are you a vegetarian?
I do eat meat. Yes, no, definitely not a vegetarian. I eat a lot of poultry, and we eat a lot of fish. And we do, on occasion, eat meat. And I like meat. Again, I'm just a strong believer in, and I eat junk food, too. I mean, I'm no angel at all. I'm a strong proponent that if you moderate everything and you include exercise and you have a positive attitude, you're okay. You're going to be okay. I just think that we have to get out of the habit in this country of eating large amounts of meat all the time and having that be the centerpiece always of the meal.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Boy, it makes sense, doesn't it? It rings true, especially after you gave us a website to go to, and then you started saying, I don't believe that. I mean, you couldn't have done anything better to make us trust you.
Exactly.
Jim Morelli, thank you. That was fun. Thank you for being on the air with us. And I just went to the other site, eatright.org. When the book is done, call us and come back on.
Okay, will do. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great lunch.
Thank you. We'll be right back.